Hello everyone, welcome to Cloudera Replication Demos. My name is Yi Wu. I'm a product manager working on Replication Manager here at Cloudera. Today in this video, I'm going to share how Replication Manager easily and smoothly replicates HDFS data from on-premises to cloud and from cloud back to on-premises. KeepSafe Bank is a large multinational bank that operates in multiple countries around the world. They have a complex on-premises infrastructure that includes multiple data centers, each of which contains a large number of servers and storage devices. They also have a cloud-based solution for some of their services, such as mobile banking and online account management. One of the biggest challenges that KeepSafe Bank faces is keeping their data in sync across all of their different environments. They want to replicate customer transaction data from their on-premises infrastructure to their cloud-based solution, so that customers can access their account information and perform transactions from any device. They also want to replicate account balances and other financial data from their cloud-based solution back to their on-premises infrastructure, so that they can perform regulatory reporting and other types of financial analysis. In this demo, I'm going to show how KeepSafe Bank uses Replication Manager to set up regular data replication tasks between their on-premises HDFS clusters and their S3 buckets. Before creating the HDFS replication policies, finish the preparation work in 4 steps. First, register the on-premises cluster as a classic cluster in Management Console. Just simply click on the blue Add Cluster button and fill in all relevant information. Second, register the cloud credential in the Replication Manager service by accessing the Cloud Credentials page and clicking on the Add button on the right side. Fill in all cluster information and key information as instructed. Third, verify cluster access to create replication policies. And last, configure minimum ports for replication. Now we can begin our data replication round trip. Access the Replication Policies page from Replication Manager and click on Create Policy. On the General page, enter a unique name for the replication policy. Select HDFS as type and write a brief description if needed. Then, click Next to access the Select Source page. Since we're replicating from an on-prem cluster, we need to choose Cluster. Then, select the classic cluster that was registered during the preparation step. We can either enter the complete directory path directly or use the file browser to navigate and select. The replication policy uses the default username to replicate HDFS data. For Kubernetes clusters, remember to enter the required username. Then click Next to access the Select Destination page. Since we're replicating to cloud storage, choose S3. Then choose the cloud credential that was registered during the preparation step. Based on the cloud provider, enter the target path, where data is replicated to. Now, click Validate Policy for Replication Manager to verify whether the details provided are correct. Click Next to access the Schedule page. We can choose Run Now or Schedule Run to schedule a later time. Since KeepSafe wants to repeat the replication on a daily basis, here we choose Daily at 12 a.m. Note that we have to ensure that the frequency in the schedule enables the job to finish before the next job starts. If a job is not completed before another job starts, the second job does not run and the job status appears as skipped. Now, click Next to access the Additional Settings page. Here we can find a bunch of options to customize the replication policy. They are particularly useful when we have a large size of data to replicate. For example, path exclusion helps exclude the data to be copied by simply entering one or more regular expressions. Delete policy is another useful one. It determines whether the files that were deleted on the source should also be deleted from the destination directory. With the Alerts option, we can generate alerts for various state changes in the replication workflow. We enter or choose the values as necessary. It's okay to skip the page to leave everything default as well. Now we are all set. Just click Create. We can try the replication policy job status on the Replication Policies page. Here, the little green tick shows that we have successfully completed the replication job and moved the data we want from on-prem to cloud. Now, let's move on to the second part of the demo. That is, to create a cloud to on-prem replication policy to move the data back. Most of the steps are the same as what we just went through. First, we create a new policy, define a unique policy name, choose HDFS as type, and write an optional description. Then click Next to go to the Select Source page. Since our source is now cloud storage, we choose S3 as type. Select the required cloud credential and enter the path to the source data. Now, click Next to access the Select Destination page. We're moving the data to a classic cluster. Choose a classic cluster as the destination cluster, enter the directory on it, and optionally set the username. Again, click Validate Policy to verify details are all fine. Then, click Next to customize settings in the Schedule page. Select Time to run the policy and set the frequency. And click Next to change necessary options in the Additional Settings page. If not, just leave them as default. Now we have finished all the steps, just click Create. Thus, we successfully create a policy to move the data back from the S3 bucket to on-prem. By using Cloudera Replication Manager, KeepSafe Bank can ensure that their data is accurate and up-to-date at all times, regardless of where it's stored. This helps them to provide better services to their customers, meet compliance requirements, and ultimately drive growth for their business.